There's nothing I've been more obsessed with than acrylic markers and Kpop Demon Hunters. So let's talk about some crazy theories and draw them together. Hi, welcome back to another video. I'm Mari and I draw some fan art. As usual, I'm gonna start off by picking out some of my favorite references from Pinterest. We'll be drawing Jinu and Abby today from the Saja Boys. So grab your art supplies, get comfy, and let's get started. Boxes are a great way to practice your fundamentals, and I like to practice them too before all of my sketch sessions. I also did a quick gesture study on some muscular Korean guy that I found on Pinterest. Link below. Let me speed this up so I don't bore you. So the reason I did this gesture study is because there's a lot of references out there about how Abby from the Saja Boys looks very similar to San from 80s. And honestly, I think the resemblance is pretty uncanny. And of course, for the paintings, I'm gonna be using my Ohuhu Nahuku acrylic paint markers. I love these markers. I did like a mini review and unboxing of these markers in my previous video. I'll leave a link of that video down in the description and on the screen, so make sure you check it out. I'm using a 200 GSM watercolor cardstock, and I'm going to roughly sketch in the characters in their very cartoony form or chibi form so that I can use this same cardstock as a swatch card for my color references. I wanted to play around more with the art style of these paintings for this video, but the Ohuhu Nahuku set has a very limited set of colors, 24 colors to be exact. The skin tones are very limited as well, so I can't wait to get my hands on a bigger set like the 120 set that the Artex markers provide. Lucky enough for me, Jinu from the Soda Pop music video has very limited colors himself, and I think I could just pull off the painting with 4 or 5 markers at most. Now, I'm going into this video assuming that you've already watched the movie. But if you haven't, then please do. Even if you aren't into K-pop or don't know any of the amazing references that they added, the movie is awesome in many other aspects. More importantly, for us artists, the movie has amazing art, composition, color theory, and so much more to offer and learn from. Sony Animations has been killing it lately. It feels like I'm one of those mascots that's all dressed up, standing in front of a store and trying to promote the movie. Getting my non-K-pop friends to watch the movie has been such a task. I just want them to experience what I experienced, if you know what I mean. There are so many fan arts, theories, conspiracies, and predictions out there already on Kpop Demon Hunters. Some of my favorite artists, to name a few, Helen Chen, Laura Price, Celine Kim, people who have worked on Kpop Demon Hunters, the movie, have put out some behind the scenes and storyboard art on Instagram. Or at least that's where I saw it. So if you're really into K-pop Demon Hunters and you want to get all nerdy with it, be sure to go check them out. Before I tell you some of my favorite theories, scroll down and let me know some of yours in the comments below. One of my favorite theories based on one of the artist's artwork on Instagram is about Celine, the woman who took care of Rumi. So, according to this artist, or the art studio as we know, Celine possibly killed Rumi's mom because she was caught hanging out with a demon, aka Rumi's dad. There's also artwork available on Rumi's dad, and he looks kind of like Jinu, I guess. Which makes me think that initially, when we saw the demons on the aircraft, the airplane, they were kind of ugly, looked like they had kabuki masks on, permanently stuck to their faces. But then there are some demons, like the Saja Boys, who look very humanoid. So is it because they have a ranking system, or is it based on power levels? I don't know. Because if it is based on power levels, it does make a lot of sense. Because initially in the movie, when the movie started, we see Rumi saying if the honeymoon turns golden, then Guima dies forever, right? And there's so many generations of Kpop Demon Hunters before Rumi, Mira, and Zoe. So why hasn't the honeymoon turned golden yet? Right? Has anyone thought of that? Next, big question is about how Guima tempts people. Because it's clear that Guima made Jinu leave his sister and his mom behind. So, like, did Jinu get akumatized? Question mark? Honestly, I'd love to see these questions answered in the next movie. Please let there be a next movie. And according to the popular belief, Jinu's soul is now merged with Rumi's. And you know what that reminds me of? A very old anime series called Kinban Kaleidoscope. It's a really great 14-episode anime, so I recommend you binge on that one. But in short, the guy's soul is trapped in the female lead's body, and he has like 100 days to go to heaven as long as she does a few tasks to help him out, something like that. So Rumi could possibly help Jinu find his original body back, or free him from the spirit world, or her own body, or whatever it is. I think it's a pretty interesting plot. But even if Sony Animations decides to come up with a part 2 for this movie, it's at least gonna take them 3 years, right? That's what they did with Spider-Verse. But if they do make a part 2 for the movie, I really hope to see other K-pop groups like Twice, in human form of course, making a cameo, or international bands and groups. What is their version of the honeymoon? How do they protect and preserve their honeymoons? Will they fight alongside Huntrix? So many questions. Let me know in the comments if you have any such doubts and loopholes that need to be answered. Let's start a whole discussion. That brings us to the end of our video. I had so much fun making these, and I loved how they turned out. Thanks for watching till the end and listening to me yap about Kpop Demon Hunters. Woo! And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!